Stay tuned to figure out how to get this effect. Now that we got the fog chiller out of the way and it's working and we get it, we're going to talk laser swamp. So this right here is a laser leveler. Whenever you plug it in, it makes a line like this, and it's pretty wide. I think it's all the way out here. It's almost 90 degrees dang near, but obviously the more central you get, the stronger it gets. And it's called a laser leveler. I got these from a Chinese manufacturer. I got it from Amazon. I'll have to drop the link in the comments or something like that. But I think they were like 30, 35 bucks or something like that. So I bought 2 of them. And literally all you're going to do is take it and shine this light through some fog. And this is called a laser swamp. It's just a quick, simple special effect. You can use it for coverage if you're wanting to hide the ground or to add some neat effect to an area. You can also use it as a wall of light per se. You basically shine it from down, from like up to down, or you can shine it from the floor up, and it literally creates a wall that you cannot see through, and you can use it for scares and things like that. You can set them at chest height so that people are kind of walking through this fog, like something you'd see in a movie, like where, you know, there's a monster down below at their feet or something, kind of like in what's that called, the Silver Bullet, whenever they're out hunting the monster. And I think it's Silver Bullet, yeah, Silver Bullet, when they're out hunting the monster and they're like in that chest deep fog, and they don't know where he's at, but he keeps grabbing them and pulling them below the fog. You can create that type of effect. So first things first, get your laser leveler on, have your fog chiller going. I talked to Froggy's Fog, and you can buy it from them. They have a kit, but it's like $300. Like I said, this fog chiller, if you watch my other video, was like $5, and this laser leveler, which is the exact same laser, mind you, that Froggy's Fog uses. I looked at it, is like $35. So for $40, you can get this effect. It's got to be completely dark. The darker, the better. Like I was saying, when I talked to Froggy's Fog, they said typically the hazer does a little bit better of a job. Foggers are just fine as well, but the fog can become too dense. So in a way, less is more, but obviously you have to play with it. The more wind that you have in your area, the quicker the fog's going to dissipate. So this effect works way better in small hallways, or smaller rooms or enclosed areas. If you have it outside, it's not going to work as well. So we're going to shut the garage up. As you can already see, it's working pretty well, just with some of that fog that's still floating out of the box there, but we're going to give it a couple pumps right here. That fog going there. And unfortunately, we're still catching a little bit of a breeze in the garage here. Son of a gun. There, I'll point it directly at the fog. There you go. So now you get this glowing effect, and kind of as the fog seeps out there, it works better. So, and you can end up getting this kind of on like a massive scale. And I'll put a little bit of film where I did it in my basement, at the end of my stairs, where it's a real narrow area right after this. That way you can see it. But as you can see, as I kind of get the fog built up, the more fog you get, the more effective it is. And this is more so right here in the middle of the camera, the effect that I got at the bottom of my stairs, because it was able to spread out more. But I'm hoping to do this in my swamp this year. Blow it out over the water maybe. Hopefully it chills a little bit and mixes with that water. And it gives it this swampy green fog effect. So yeah, it's a pretty awesome effect. Super cheap, pretty easy. And I like what it does. And thank you, Froggy's Fog, and anybody else that came up with this idea for the effect. we'll get it real foggy in here. And actually, you know what? I'll go ahead. I don't know if it'll be foggy enough, but I'll see if I can pick up this laser leveler to show you. And see, there's a really thin, foggy wall effect. But if you get your fog really dense, you can get it to where you can't even see through it. And you just point it up down towards the ground, and it works well. So either way, I know these little laser lights, kind of from what I've heard, can burn out relatively quickly. Granted, they are $40. I don't know how long they'll last, but I wouldn't burn them all night long, all the time. So anyways, guys, thanks for checking out the video. See you later. Ready? It's okay. It's okay. No, come here. I wonder why there's that. Okay. Nice.